Hello and welcome guys, this is Roshan Pritlare and you are watching Meritwings YouTube channel. Before starting the class, I just wanted to tell you that if you are preparing for UPSC or other civil service examination and you are looking for a channel in YouTube which can explain things to you in a very simple way and diagrammatic way, so please subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon also. Do not forget to select notification all options after clicking on the bell icon, right? Because in this channel I am going to bring a special series of every subject for you. Okay, so our today's topic is preface or foreword of history Ncert book. I know it's not that much important for our preliminary examination, but it is important for our mains and interview because it's telling you about how we can improve our education system. That's why I picked this topic. Mostly people leave this paragraph, but trust me guys, it is very important to read this. Basically, when we start reading the Ncert book, we are in such a hurry that we do not give value to the preface or foreword and jump directly into the chapters so that we can cover it quickly, right? See, if you are preparing for UPSC or other civil service exams like PSCs, then you have to understand the things or the concepts, right? Because your real battle is not with preliminary examination, but instead of it, your real battle is with mains and interview, right? Yes, we cannot ignore pre-exam also because it's a first step of our journey which we also have to cross first. Otherwise, we will not be able to reach the rest of the part of this examination. Okay. So I thought that we should start first from here only. So without talking too much, let's come directly to the topic. Okay. Now let's see this diagram first. In this diagram, or we can say the preface of this book, Ncert has expressed its opinion regarding the major changes or improvement in the education system of our country, so that both the teachers and children of the school should understand this, and the children should get all the right opportunities by their teachers so that they can understand their topic of any subject more well by connecting it with real world. In this diagram here you can see I have drawn two different kinds of life of children. Means this diagram tells about two types of life of children. First one is life at school, we can call it as school life, and second one is the life which exists outside of the school. Let's call it as outside or external life. Okay. In school life, all the things related to their school are comes such as copy, book, blackboard, teacher, exam, etc. All this. Okay. In outside or external life, you can assume home, country, social life, world, political life, economics, environment, science and technology, new inventions, sports, all this comes. Okay, so first point says that children's school life or life at school must be linked to their outside or external life which exists outside of the school. Okay, they should not be allowed to just busy in bookish knowledge every time, whereas they should know and understand that even outside of those school books they have also a world of their own, where they have their home, their country, activities going on in the country, what things are going right in the social life where they are living, what things are going wrong in the social life where they are living, if something is going wrong, then how they can be improved, what is the law and order for them, what are the things going on in the world, what is the political life of their country, what are their works, and all, right? So he will also have to understand the economy of his country, understand and know all the things like pollution, prevention of pollution, what is going on in the environment. Along with this, in the field of science and technology, what have been invented, how have been invented, what technologies has been used, in all of these things children should pay attention. And there is a lot of need to be active in sports too, because some children do not pay any attention in that particular area or sports, right? Not all the childrens, but when most of the children start going to school, they are lost only in bookish knowledge. What is going on outside of the school or in the world, he neither knows about this and nor does he have any special interest in knowing these things. And his interest in these areas is not met at all because he keeps thinking about his exam all the time, right? So all these things should be understood by them, then only we can imagine a good future for our nation and the world, because these children will later become the future of the country. right? At least they should know, or they should have some kind of basic knowledge about what is going on in the world, what is going right and what is going wrong inside it, right? So that they can make some kind of better decision in their future regarding their country and the world, or they can understand and invent new technologies also, through which they can protect their country, world, environment and people in the future, right? This principle marks a departure from the legacy of bookish learning, which continues to shape our system and cause a gap between the school, home and community. Means this theory is contrary to those legacy of bookish knowledge under whose influence our system still maintains a gap between our school, home and community. Our governments had also tried or are making many efforts to remove this gap, but even today this gap of school life and outside life is still visible in the children's. Okay, that is why I have drawn this weeping image here. It shows that the arrangement of our governments are also crying, because after lots of effort doing by the government, also this gap between the school life and outside life of children is still visible and exists somewhere. Okay. Another thing here Ncert tries to point out is about the rote learning system and some kind of subjective boundaries. Okay. In this diagram here you can see there is a children who are busy to rote their subjective contents, right? But it should not be, right? Another thing you can observe here is the virtual wall or boundary. You can think it as like the book contents made in such a way that it is not linked with other subjects and the outer world also. But this is also not a good thing, right? Every subject should be possibly linked with other subjects and the outer world's content also, right? So that's why this attempt by Ncert also involves opposing the tendency to surround every subject with a sharp strong wall or boundary, or you can say opposing the tendency to the maintenance of a sharp boundary between different subjects areas. Okay, and also opposing the tendency to cramming the information or rote learning system, right? And why this is necessary to talk about this point also, because we don't want to make our children to become like a parrot, right? Instead of it, we should give them all the right opportunities, space, time and provide all the required modern facilities or right technical equipments through which they can enhance their own knowledge in any topic, or could do a kind of research on them, so that they can connect their school life to outside life with the help of these modern technologies and opportunities, right? That is why Ncert has also tried to say that the success of this effort depends on the steps that school principals and teachers will take to encourage children to reflect on their own learning and to pursue imaginative activities and questions. Now you can see in this first diagram, a teacher is teaching some children of his school. One of them, whose name is Ramu, tells his teacher that sir, I want to learn more about global warming by myself, and I wanna prepare a report on this. Please guide me for this, and give some time so that I can understand it more with other outer resources. Then the teacher says that, okay Ramu, why not? I will guide you for this to go with all its necessary references from where you can learn it more and more, and also you can easily prepare a report on this. Then in next class, you please share your experience with us on this opportunity, and also share what you know new about this topic. By doing this kind of thing, the child will be able to get out of the book world for some time and emphasize his own imaginations and thoughts, right? We must recognize that given space, time and freedom, children generate new knowledge by engaging with the information passed on to them by adults, right? So this kind of opportunities should be given by the school teacher to their students. In the next diagram, you can see a student has raised his hand and asking permission from his teacher to do some kind of practical on a topic, and his teacher gave him permission to do that thing safely. Along with this, his teacher gave her the right lab facility, the right time, freedom, space and some references also, right? And you can see at the end, this child completed that lab work successfully and safely, and after learning something new, he also invented something new, right? So that is why NCERT says that we must recognize that given space, time and freedom, children generate new knowledge by engaging with the information passed on to them by adults, right? So that these children will be able to face the new challenges of life in the future and will also be able to give birth to new inventions in future, right? Now what has been said ahead is about why we are neglecting of various educational resources such as various learning sites and others also. Okay, treating the prescribed textbooks as the sole basis of examination is one of the key reasons why other resources and sites of learning are ignored. Now look at this diagram. In this diagram here you can see I have drawn a person in middle. This person, you can assume it as like a teacher or it might be any students also. Okay, now you can see his focus is only on books and exams, or you can think it as a kind of exam papers, right? Because he knows that the questions going to be asked in his exam will always come from some recommended textbooks which are mentioned in the syllabus only, right? That's why he don't care about other resources like various learning sites, towards internet, computer, projectors, slides, PPTs, environmental contents, labs, etc. Okay, means in today's generation we can learn the things and topics much better from these outside resources as well, right? But mostly teachers and children are generally ignored these all kind of learning resources. See, if only questions are asked from the textbooks now, then what will happen? Children will be limited to the textbooks only, right? Or recommended textbooks till recommended textbooks only, right? Instead of it, they should be asked some questions related to their subjects from outside world contents as well, right? Only then the children will be able to connect school life with outside life and they will take themselves towards a new knowledge, right? That is why NCERT tries to address this point also, that treating the prescribed textbook as the sole basis of examination is one of the key reasons why other resources and sites of learning are ignored, right? Along with this, the teachers should also try to give proper and safe possible practical information to the children regarding maximum subjective contents using various sources of education. And universities should also emphasize more and more practical activities in the curriculum instead of lots of theoretical contents, right? As you can see in this diagram, there is a teacher teaching some students inside the class and he is trying to explain the things practically to their students. Okay, as you can see here, he is using a projector technology and with some PPTs or slides he is able to explain the respective topic very easily. I think he is teaching about some kind of plants here, right? And you can also see he holds a plant in his hand so that students can relate the information practically and can connect it with real world contents, okay, so that the children can read and understand their course material with more and more interest and also study them deeply by linking it with their outside life contents which exist outside of the school life also, right? So with this kind of learning techniques, students can get all the things very easily, right? Now the next point about which we should also talk is the design of our study contents like textbooks, syllabus, and some kind of teaching methodology which we have seen earlier also. Okay, the methods used for teaching and evaluation will also determine how effective our textbooks proves to be for making children's life at school a happy experience rather than a source of stress or burden, right? We should design the syllabus in such a way that it is able to address the problem of curriculum burden, and we should also try to resolve it by restructuring the book's content as well and reorienting knowledge at different stages with a greater consideration for child psychology and the time available for teaching also, right? The textbooks should try to enhance this endeavor by giving higher priority and space to opportunities for contemplation and wondering, discussions in small groups and activities requiring hands-on experience, so that the children can read and understand their course material with more and more interest and also study them deeply by linking it with their outside life contents which exist outside of the school life also. Okay, along with this, we should try to teach children with the help of new modern technologies and techniques so that children will be able to think and wonder about the textbooks materials. Also, we should encourage children to discuss and debate regarding their educational topic and subjects in small groups, like kind of group discussions with their friends and teachers, right? We should also include some kind of hands-on activities such as cartoons and pictures, presentations, etc. with their books and educational life, so that they can get the things quickly and can relate them with the real practical world also. Okay, we should always try to teach the study materials with the help of audio visual sources, computers, internet, projectors, PPTs, and using new technologies which might come in the future also, so that the children do not get bored with their course material, but quickly understand it, and they start taking more interest in it. Okay, to develop creativity and initiative, it is very important that we consider children as full participants in the learning process and stop treating them as a customer of prescribed limited textbooks and knowledge doses, right? Including creativity and initiative is possible if we pursue and treat children as a full participants in learning, not as a receiver of a fixed body of knowledge. Okay, this all objectives demands a considerable changes in the daily life and working style of the school. So that's all about for this lecture, guys. I hope you understand all these things. I hope it will make your knowledge more and more strong regarding to improve our education system, which might be asked to you in your mains exam or interview by the experts. So thanks for listening this lecture, and if you are new in this channel, then please do subscribe and press the bell icon also, so that you will never miss any new and updated video of this channel. And don't forget to like, comment, share it. Okay.